Okay guys, I think our pressure switch is off because I just turned the car on and it's not turning this pressure sensor. Or I mean this pressure sensor ain't working. So that's another one of our problems. So it has to be off. It has to be skewed. Let me get another pressure switch. Okay guys, so here's our pressure sensor. It shows 1 volt. I got a new pressure sensor. I'm going to unscrew this because the car is off. I just had the ignition on, and we're going to put the new one on, and we're going to see if our pressure reads any different. Okay guys, new pressure sensor's on, just threads on. Here's our old one. So we got that on. My scan tool's dying. Let's go back in this car. Let's press cancel. Press OK. Well, that's weird. Why is it still showing 0? That doesn't make sense. Why is our pressure sensor reading 0? Does it tell us if our AC compressor is commanded on? Pressure cycling switch is on. AC clutch is off. Could our cycling switch be stuck on? I guess we gotta jump our relay again and see what happens with our cycling switch. If we got a bad relay. Actually, we can't have a bad relay. Come on. Let's see. Is there a pressure increase? No. Try this again. Our cycling switch still says off. What the heck? That makes no sense. If we shut this off, let's watch our pressure because we know it's not going to 0. Now it's dropping. I'm gonna graph this and just let it sit here. Oops. Let's see, graph. There we go, 0 to 80. Oops. What is going on here? Why is it not 0 to 80 or 70? Let's see. Okay, well we'll just let this go all the way down to 0 and we'll see what happens. Okay guys, so I switched to the launch. The launch says almost 27 psi, which the Autel said 0. We're at 1.3 volts. If we look at this, 1.3 volts would be about 100 psi according to this. So I think our tool is wrong. Let's see if KPA might be right. Let's see, metric KPA says 179. 179 would be that would be wrong too, according to this. Let's start this up and see if this car starts. Oh, and our voltage is 1.336 on there. It says 1.3 here. So let's say that's pretty close. Let's start this up and see if this thing starts. Maybe there's just a really big delay. Okay, because we got the air pump on now. Oh, this is off. So we'll be able to see how long the delay is. See if it'll start cooling. It says it's on, but this is saying it's off. I'll give it a little bit and see if it commands it on. I don't know if we gotta hit the gas or something. Because I would have thought it would have came on by now. It's weird, like, let's try giving it gas. If we put it in gear, does it do it? I don't understand why this ain't commanding it on. It's like it's in some kind of logic.
Why don't you?
Okay guys, this says 28 PSI too, so it's weird. I don't know why the car's off. Okay guys, so I soldered that on there. I soldered ends on there. It's not the best, but they're not going anywhere now. You can see that. They're not budging. This whole thing now flexes. See if we can go to scope. Let's turn the car on. We'll start it up. We'll see what happens because the battery's been disconnected for like 10 minutes or so. We'll see if the AC works now. Connect. There it goes. Look at the air compressor thing, man. I thought that was shut off. See, we're still showing 0 PSI. What's our evap temp sensor? Make sure that our evap temp sensor isn't doing anything weird. Not sure what they call that on here. You see anything that's in temperature? Is that actual coolant temp? Let's see. I don't know what they call the evap temp sensor on here, or if it's even in this PID. Let's go back. Oh, they can put that under. We can try. I think that's the evap data for the emissions. Go under fault. That makes no sense. I wonder if it's at 84 degrees. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's go to code. See if we have any codes right now. No codes. I'm going to turn the dash off. We'll turn this off, we'll do a self-test, and we'll see if the self-test cycles the compressor, because the self-test should cycle the compressor. If you want engine running, self-test. Okay guys, we're back with the Ford Fusion. The customer had taken it, we brought it back. I got a used ECU for it. The ECU is behind the engine. I'm gonna see, this is the old ECU still. I'm gonna see if we can look at live data, see what our pressure says. The car's been sitting outside now for like 3 hours. So it should be pretty well at like a stable low temp for the Freon. Let's see, let's let this load. Let's see, AC, actually it's probably up here, I probably missed it. What's our pressure? AC pressure, see, oh, there we go. It says 0. So I'm gonna put another ECU in here because our pressure versus our chart is right. So, like I said, I got the ECU up here. We gotta get this battery out. So we'll get the battery out, and I'll put the ECU in. Here's our used one. Has the same part number, I think, or at least this ZSC3 should be the same. This SD is what we were looking for. So this was a hard ECU to find. So I'm gonna get this taken out and we'll put the ECU in and we'll see if this works. Okay guys, so the ECU is reading the same thing. I'm gonna try to reflash this ECU, the one that's in the car, and I'm waiting for FJDS to load up. I'll show you guys what I did do. I came over here to this Cadillac. I looked up on Napa's website because I tried to see if Ford had a sensor in stock. They didn't have one. AutoZone, where I got the other one from, that was from the same spot. But I looked at this, according to Napa, they have a cross-reference chart, and it says it fixed a Cadillac, and I just bought this Cadillac. So I came over, I looked at the voltage on this one, and it says, this has been sitting outside, 83.25 psi is 1.04 volts. So that confirms to us what our voltage is supposed to be. Because I was going to take the sensor off of this and put it on there to get the car working. That's what I have to do, but it's just not making any sense. I don't want my battery maintainer to be run over. That's why I came over here to show you guys that. Otherwise I would have just waited. So I'll set this over here for now. I'll set all this other stuff in my truck. It's kind of crazy, I think. Let me get back to this car. Let's see if we can program that. Okay guys, so look, here's our AC pressure. It's 73. Let's see if this turns on. There we go. We started to turn on. So we had to put a resistor in here to pull it. And our voltage had to be like, I don't know what our voltage had to be. Oh, maybe this will show us. Our voltage had to be, oh, that ain't voltage. Let me see. Voltage had to be like 170 to start. Well, probably 160 because it matches outside temperature. Now we had to be 60 psi for it to start.
Makes sense, yeah.
But it doesn't match anything in service information.
It's not the first one to roll.
I ordered 3 sensors, and Ford didn't have a sensor. Yeah, somebody else was in here because that whole thing was flopping. I didn't know it was on there. So what are we at? We're at like 189, 187. Our pressures are 166 on here. What's it on here? 187. So we erred on that. We erred. Yeah, we erred on the safe side. Okay guys, so we got our pressure sensor right here at atmosphere. It's at 0.21, okay? 0.21 is 0 volts, okay? If we plug our new one, I got a brand new one right from Ford. Right here's the package. Here's the sensor. It actually even fits better in this thing. So we put this one in. Let's see, what are we at? We are at 0.34. Now I'm going to test them on the car real quick. Let's screw this one in real quick. We'll check it because there's a valve. There we go. So we'll screw this in and we'll check it. We're at 14 psi, 1.2 volts, okay? Let's unplug this. There we go, got that out. Let's plug our new one in, or put a new one in. There we go. Let's plug our sensor in. And this was without any resistors. Well, that's weird. That one says 1.17. Didn't mix them up, did I? No? It's our aftermarket one. Huh, let me check that real quick. Yeah guys, it says 1.17. I thought it would read higher. That is weird. Let's see. I don't think it's going to turn the compressor on. No. It doesn't sound like the compressor's on. It doesn't feel like the compressor's on. So that ain't working. So we're gonna have to go back to the resistor because that was a factory one right from the dealer. Put the resistors back in. So guys, I got a new connector for the the Ford Fusion, and I got some junkyard sensors. So right here, if you look at this, there's the junkyard. This is off the. I got 2 sensors from the junkyard. So this one plugged in, atmosphere, reads 1.8, 1.9, jumps between 12 and 14. Okay. So we plugged this other one in. Let's see if we can plug this other one in. Here's the other one. They both have the same part numbers on it, I believe. And if I plug this one in, see that one stays at 14. So this one's probably better than the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect this. We'll plug it back in the car, see what the car reads. It was going to be upside down or not, so I wanted to make sure that we were facing the right way. So let's plug this into the car. And the car reads... Okay, the car reads 14, but that's connected to the car. Let's disconnect this from the car. I didn't realize that. So this one should be under pressure. You should hear the pressure release. Okay. Let's see. Let's plug this back in. So this one reads 0.34. This is right from the dealer. 0.34 in atmosphere, and you saw it said 1.4 in the car. So let's connect this other one back up. I think this was our good one. Let's just double check real quick. Let's see. Can't remember which one was a good one. Nope, this is the bad one. I say bad, it's just jumping. Let's connect this one back up. Let's just double check. Yep, that one's the one that's steady. So let's put this one back on. And then we'll see what it reads. Oh, look at that. 108, 1.92, guys. So I'm going to tape this harness up and we'll get this back together. And I can't believe how crazy this was. I found a video from Keith Perkins at L1 Automotive on YouTube. I'm going to link to that in the description. But that one, he had the same issue. Apparently he ran into it twice. I wish I would have saw that video first, then we wouldn't have went this far. But like, he says read service information, but I read service information. I even looked at factory Ford service information, and they all said the same thing. So I could see anybody making this mistake. There we go, guys. Got it connected back up. I can tell you right now, I never once had to put a used pressure transducer on a car before. I've seen some that were skewed. I've never seen one that was like wrong. Let's turn it. Look at that. So, oh, he has this on heat. Let's put this on cold. There we go. So I'll let this sit here. Let's see, let's just grab this. Record this. I'll record these pressures. We'll let this run for a little bit. We'll see what happens. I'll put the windows up. But I think we're good to go now. Okay, guys, so there we go. That's what we're at this pressure. Huge difference. So, and it doesn't look like it's 1 volt to PSI either. So, hope you guys like this one. See you later.